Hi, I'm Terry, and I'm nuts about stamping. I'm back today with another Sundays with Sizzix project. It's a Christmas card. It is never too early to start working on your Christmas cards. And so I have a really neat project to show you today that uses my Big Shot. Here's the supplies that I used. I used my Big Shot, my 2 extended cutting pads, and my Tasteful trim die. I used my ornament punch. For cardstock, I used Whisper White, Real Red, and Basic Black. I used my Real Red Classic Stampin' Pad. I used my Stampin' Dimensionals, my mini glue dots, and my snail adhesive. I used the Short and Sweet stamp set. I used Real Red satin ribbon, and I used my basic black 1/8 inch taffeta ribbon. I used my ribbon cutting scissors, and I don't think I've ever shown these to you before. This is the Big Shot multi-purpose adhesive sheet package. You get 12 sheets in a pack, and I'm going to show you how to use them today. I think that's everything I used. I'll be back in a moment and I'll show you how to use your Big Shot to create this really cute Christmas card. Back in a moment. All right, I'm back. The first thing you want to do to create the ornament for your card is use a scrap piece of Whisper White cardstock, your ornament punch, and punch one Whisper White ornament. Then you want to bring in your Real Red satin ribbon, and I just measure it across the front of my ornament punched image. So it's about that much. That actually is too much, and you'll see why in a minute. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in one of the multi-purpose adhesive sheets, the Big Shot adhesive sheets, and I'm going to peel back the covering and place my piece of ribbon on there. Try and get it as close to the edge as possible because it's going to be sticky otherwise. Then you can cover it up again. And the other thing that I used for my project that I forgot to mention is just a piece of, my paper snips. I have ribbon cutting scissors, but I would never use them on paper. So I have my paper snips for my paper projects. So I have my ribbon underneath here, like so, and it's already adhered to the adhesive sheet. Now I'm going to bring my Big Shot. And this is a really cool wow technique that you can do with any of your wider ribbon. So I've got my bottom extended cutting pad. I'm going to put on my Tasteful trim die. I'm going to put on my adhesive sheet. You can put it on anywhere. This is the Rick Rack piece of my Tasteful trim die. I'm going to put on my top standard cutting pad, making sure that the ribbon doesn't shift. And then I'm going to run it through the Big Shot. Then what you've essentially done is you have turned your ribbon into a sticker, which is sticky. You're going to peel it off of your Tasteful trim die, and there we go. It's very sticky. There is my Rick Rack piece that I'm going to use on my ornament punched out image. Okay, I've got this totally stuck to my fingers. There we go. All right, so I'm going to bring in my pre-punched ornament image, and I'm going to peel off the ribbon and stick it across the front of my ornament. You can put it as high or as low as you'd like. So when you've got it like that, then bring back in your paper snips and trim off the overage piece. Isn't that cool? Look, there you have a little Rick Rack image, or a ribbon Rick Rack piece for your ornament punch. Now let me bring in my original. There we go, and I'll show you what I did to complete it. So my card base is Whisper White. I have a layer of Real Red and a layer of Whisper White on top of my card base. I stamped using my Real Red ink pad, my classic ink, the Very Merry. Then I have a square piece of Real Red with a square piece of basic black on top of it. And before I adhered this front layer onto the card base, I tucked a piece of basic black 1/8 inch taffeta ribbon and then positioned my ornament on top of it using a Stampin' Dimensional or two. And then to complete it, I tied a little bow using another piece of the basic black 1/8 inch taffeta ribbon, and then attached that to the ornament using a mini glue dot. And that's it. Very quick and easy card, but it's really cute, isn't it? And here's my first Christmas card of the season, done and ready to mail. For a complete listing of the supplies I used and to see a completely different card that I made using a different piece of the Tasteful trim die and my ornament punch to create a different Christmas card, please go to my blog, www.nutzaboutstamping.com. While on my blog, you can ask me a question with the Contact Me button. You can search through my blog. I have hundreds of other kinds of samples using Stampin' Up! Products. You can join my mailing list. I have my mid-month newsletter coming out on Tuesday. Or you can place an order. I'm Terry. I am nuts about stamping. See you next time. Bye for now.